On the subject of homelessness, an issue Jenner once said could be resolved by placing homeless people in big open fields. Jenner had some ideas. The aforementioned comment, which she made in late June, was spoken, quote, a long time ago, she said, assuring me she has since switched gears. She's recommend buying every homeless person an RV for $1 billion. How many RVs could you buy, everybody? We could house everyone in an RV for $1 billion. We have a solution. We have to find a solution because with the homeless, there's mental issues. There's, veterans. There's obviously drug issues. She said, noting she saw a man shoot up on the street earlier that day. She said it comes down to law enforcement. We have laws in the books right now about drugs in the streets of San Francisco or any city in the state. You get caught doing that, you go to jail. But now it's open season, just like stealing. It's legal to steal in the city, as long as you don't take too much. What she means is the $1,000. She's referencing the rampant shoplifting that was going on in San Francisco that was that was all over the right-wing shows, and they weren't even stopping these people. Well, there was a reason why. Police bust giant California shoplifting ring. Let's see if I can. Yeah. So, the reason why they weren't stopping people was as part of a strategy, because as these people got more brazen, they were easier to catch. And it turned out that a lot of the people who were rushing out with giant bags of shit that you saw footage of were followed. Because while following every person with like pockets full of deodorant and toothpaste that they might steal from a CVS is way harder than following some asshole with 2 garbage bags on a bicycle. That asshole is easy to follow, and that's what they did. And they followed these idiots. I don't know if you saw this storyline, but notice that Ben Shapiro and the rest of these crowds were not following up on this story. There has been no follow-up. We're like, oh, I see. Major San Francisco Bay Area retail theft ring, all the CVS stories, yeah. 5 suspects arrested, $8 million in stolen merchandise recovered. Each one of these people, if they stole less than $1,000, they wouldn't be stopped, was what they were counting on. So people were running out with bags full of stuff, and they were sent in with lists of shit to steal. So they found this place. Here, let's see, blow this up for you guys a little bit. Get this out of the way. Get that. Yeah, that's the dude, by the way. Yikes. Get that out of. I don't want that. Escape. I don't want it to play. But they recovered all this stuff. 5 suspects facing a variety of charges. Approximately $8 million in stolen merchandise has been recovered after state and local law enforcement officers busted a major retail theft ring. Javier Becerra announced Tuesday. They said Edgar Giovanni Robles Morales, Isis Vasquez Villanueva, Jose Villatoro, Danny Luis Drago, Michelle Renee Fowler have been arrested and face charges for allegedly buying stolen goods and reselling them for profit. By the way, reselling them on Amazon, for the record, under cheap prices. So watch what you buy. The arrest came as a result of joint investigation by the Division of Law Enforcement's White Collar Investigation Team, the San Mateo County Sheriff's Office Crime Suppression Unit. So these folks were running out of stores, and they were doing it right out in the open. And these are the folks they busted. During a search and arrest warrant operation in the Bay Area, agents seized and recovered $8 million of stolen merchandise from retailers, as well as $85,000 in cash from the suspects' residences, a warehouse, and storage facilities. They're still going after them. Trailer after trailer, bin after bin, sack after sack. There's a lot of stuff. They went through and sorted it all out, and they were sent in with like lists of shit to get. This was not people like stealing because they needed. Like the old Woody Allen joke, a man was arrested for stealing the crust of bread. When they asked him why he did it, he said, I only like the crust. These folks, sure. Captain Dury realized bad guys know no boundaries, so he called in the cavalry. The California Highway Patrol, Gates Division, multi-agency organized retail crime task force made up of investigators from CHP, SFDA, SFPD, and the United States Postal Inspection Service, along with CHP, Cargo Theft Interdiction Program, and then they headed up. So any one of these police departments is not going to be able to connect the dots on their under $1,000 theft. So that was the trick that these guys were using, is that they wouldn't tie these together. because it was under $1,000, they weren't going to be able to link the material stolen and stuff. And so this is what you're seeing. You're seeing video all the time on right-wing news sites. They're not even stopping these people. You know, Democrat runs it, blah, blah, blah. Okay. It was a retail theft ring. They busted them, and lots of people have gone to jail. And there is no operation proof of purchase. I like that. That's cute. The stolen goods eventually found their way to eBay, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and Amazon, where they're sold at a steep discount. Dugan says there's a big societal cost to having saving a few bucks. I don't think anyone would intentionally further a criminal enterprise. You know, most people are good and don't want to contribute to anything illegal, but like everyone else, everyone's looking to get what they can at the lowest price, so it's certainly understandable. And even though the price may look good, you might be contributing to something bigger that you don't understand. Because people are killed over this shit, by the way. There's been knife fights on the street and people working corners and blah, blah, blah. It's terrible. And CBS estimates organized retail crime costs about $40 million in lost revenue a year. That means each family pays about $500 more a year in increased prices so that people can buy shit on Amazon, largely overseas, from the stuff stolen from, yeah. Anyway, so they're sorting through this shit and basically they've got to, it's all evidence, and then they've got to track it where it was stolen from and then return the goods to either the company that makes it, get rid of it because it's been paid for with insurance already, or I suppose give it back to either the retailer or the manufacturer. So, anyways, I think we got that was from the Caitlyn Jenner thing. So Caitlyn Jenner is, it's legal to steal in the city. No, it is not. Sometimes though, stings take a while, and you've got to let the crooks think they can get away with it, which is what happened. And then you bust them because they get lazy, which is exactly what happened, by the way. They took this hands-off approach for just a week, and people were standing on the street with bags of this stuff, just loading it into cars. They slowed way down in San Francisco.